Because every time that I took a serious step, another situation, my mom's illness, happened. But for me, that was a confirmation that the Lord was asking me, do you trust me? Do you trust me to give you everything in the midst of what it seems of being removed from everything? My name is Sister María Belén of the Infant Jesus, and I am a servant of the pierced hearts of Jesus and Mary. When I was in second grade, I began learning about the life of St. Therese, and I realized at that moment that I wanted to be just like her, that she gave her whole life to the Lord. But I didn't really understand the calling that the Lord was placing in my heart because I wasn't surrounded by religious, it wasn't talked about, I didn't learn much about it at that time. So that showed it was a beautiful grace of my heart that the Lord showed. How could I be attracted to something that I never saw? But in that stirring that He kept stirring in my heart throughout the years of growing up, I kept putting it in the back part of my heart and mind to pretend it was even there. And in college, when I began following a career path, I began realizing that I had a lot of fears because that angst was growing in my heart more and more, that yearning that I wasn't doing what the Lord was calling me to, that there was more. And I realized that I was a circle peg jamming myself in a square hole, that as much as it seemed like I was okay and happy and everything was great on the inside, I felt miserable. I knew that I wasn't doing what the Lord was calling me to in the fullness. And so when I was growing in that understanding, I was realizing that I had a lot of fears of jumping into the unknown of what religious life was because I didn't really understand what it was at that time. So I felt like I was at the edge of this cliff, that the Lord was calling me to jump off the cliff into a dark abyss of the unknown, right? But if the Lord is calling us to love, because He is love, He will catch us. But I was so paralyzed in fear that I was scared to just surrender all of it and jump off that cliff. And so instead of moving, I just felt like I was paralyzed. I just sat down and just dangled my feet and looked around what was happening in the world and not living the life that He was calling me to. And I realized that one of those fears was my family, and in particular of my mom, who was very sick at that time. So I was realizing that I had that fear of how could I leave her? How could I leave my family in this moment? But the Lord was really showing me the urgency that He was calling me in that moment to respond to Him as soon as possible. And He really gave the grace because every time that I took a serious step, another situation, my mom's illness, happened. But for me, that was a confirmation that the Lord was asking me, do you trust me? Do you trust me to give you everything in the midst of what it seems of being removed from everything? And so the Lord was filling my heart with joy and grace of offering Him everything. And I have so much peace that I have followed His will, that He blesses everything 100-fold.